All right, everybody, we are now live. Welcome to the Wednesday night new members orientation. It's 10 p.m. So you East Coasters, big ups to you guys for being on this late, being dedicated to getting started off on the right foot. I want to start off the right way just to make sure we're all on the same page, seeing the same thing. If you can hear and see me okay, do me a big favor and type in the number 1, just so I know you guys can hear and see me all right. All right? Okay. As you guys are typing in number 1, I'm gonna just give you guys a big welcome. So here's what tonight's all about. Let me just give you a heads up right off the bat. Tonight's just is for people who joined Ingresso Cybernetico and they're thinking, okay, I paid the money, I joined. What's next? Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that, brother. But for those of you who are wondering, hey, I signed up. What's next? What do I do now? What's the next step? How do I make this thing work for me? Okay, I'm starting to see the ones come in. Awesome. Good to see. But this is for you guys. And if you've been in for a while, this can still be for you. I'm gonna talk about some other topics as well. But this is for the people who may be new. If you have new members, this would be good for you to teach your new members that may not be on tonight. So make sure you're paying close attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in. But I do have a question. I always like to ask this before we get going. Where are you guys logging on from? Give me your city, your state, your country. Where are you guys logging on from? I always like to know this kind of stuff. I'm curious. I just drove from Los Angeles, California, the whole way down to South Florida in West Palm Beach. My wife and I are moving back to Florida from LA, and it's been crazy. So I just got back maybe a couple hours ago. I'm ready to do this new member orientation. But tell me where you guys are from. What city are you guys logging on from? Excuse me, just as I get rolling, gotta drink some water. Okay. Cool. Cool stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Give me a second as I get ready to share my screen. Watch this. I'm glad you guys can hear and see me all right. That's good. Let me just close some of these windows out as we get set up. Hey, Frank, Lancaster, PA. I went to Wheatland Middle School, brother. Well, you wouldn't believe it. New York in the building. Love it. Lancaster, PA. Haha, yeah, I went to Wheatland. Mother went to Wheatland and McCaskey. You know what I'm talking about. New York. I'm hoping at some point, you can make a splash up there in NY and we can do a New York event. I love New York. Got a lot of family up there right now, actually. So, thank you guys for your participation. Long Island in the building. Forget about it. Milwaukee. All right. Yeah. I know we've got some that don't have a keyboard. A lot of people log on from their iPads, and that's all. It's okay. I'm with you guys too. I can see you guys in the attendee list. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in. Let me get my screen share going. I like to make sure we get the participation going, because if this is like a ninth grade classroom setting, I want to make sure you guys can get the most out of it. And if you're anything like me, you may not do so well in classroom settings. So if you're participating the whole time, we can get this show on the road and really rolling, and you get the most out of it. So give me a second as I get to share my screen. There we go. Once you guys see my screen, go ahead and type in a number 5. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So if you see my screen, type in a number 5. I'd appreciate that. All right. So now that you're in Ingresso Cybernetico, what next, you may ask? I don't see any 5 yet. That's okay. You might think, what next? First things first, okay? This is not rocket science, but it's very important nonetheless. Log into your Ingresso back office, and then click Edit Profile. You want to make sure you're set up, properly. First thing is, make sure your default language set to English. Also, in order to be able to pay you guys legally, we have to have a tax ID number. If you're in another country, whatever number is associated with your name for tax reasons, put that number in there. And if you're from the States, your Social Security or business tax ID will work. All right? So in order for us to be able to, pay you, It's a very, very important piece of the puzzle. I see fives all across the board. Somebody says I got 5 on it. Okay, good to hear. Next, the next piece. Now that you have your profile set up, you have to make sure. I don't know how many of you guys already earned checks yet, but I'm sure some of you guys on the line have earned checks. But for those of you who are brand new, make sure that you have your withdrawal options already laid out for us. So what you want to do is log into Ingresso, come up here to commissions, go the whole way down to where you see withdrawal options. Click that. All right. Now you'll see we have a numerous options down here for you to receive payment, whether you live overseas, whether you're here in the States, whether you're in Lancaster, New York, Long Island, Florida, wherever you are. We have tons of options to pay you guys. What I would recommend you guys to do, use the iPay card. Order the iPay card. You can get money loaded directly onto your card. It's the least complicated of all of them. Okay, so you see this button here that says order iPay card. Order one. You never know when you're going to want something on a card. Alright? All the money will be loaded to your card. It's much easier for us and for you. So I would recommend you do that. But you do have other options such as BankWire, ACH, Check, Solid Trust, and some other things for people outside of the States. But just make sure you have an option clicked so we know how to pay you, okay? That's huge. Next. Make sure everybody's still with me. Yep, we got 5s. Big 5. Okay, Big Coop. Good to hear. Now, you got your profile set up. I want to go over what you've got for the money you've paid to join Ingresso. You've paid the money. You're not just paying to join Ingresso just to make money. You get awesome products in return for the money you've invested, or the money that you've spent to join our company. I want to show you some of the products. And to see any of the products, you can see this anytime. Log into Ingresso with your username and password, and you'll notice we have a products tab. What I would recommend you do in your own time, because we have so many products. Get this, guys. We have so many products. I really do not have enough time to try to go through each one of them that you get just for being a member. I would recommend you take your time and you click on each one of them. If you're not spending at least 2 hours a day in your back office learning about this company, you are wasting time. Okay? You want to make money? Don't try to sign people up on your team if you don't even know what you have to offer. We're not just exchanging money with people. This is a real business. We have products to offer people, so make sure that you are getting more and more familiar with them each and every day. So, with that being said, one of my favorite products, I'm going to go over just the top 3 products. My favorite ones, and ones that I recommend you guys would dive into. Okay? First one, alright? Check this out. IC Lead Pages. This thing is amazing. Nothing short of amazing. A lot of you guys, I'm sure, in the past, if you ever try to create a website, or you know people who've tried to create a website for marketing reasons or for their company or for their business, and they've paid, $1,000, $2,000 for this. Guys, here's what IC Lead Pages does. It allows you to create your own pages, your own marketing funnels, your own sales pages without any programming knowledge whatsoever. It's literally point and click, copy and paste type of thing. I want to show you. We have templates. So what you do, by the way, to get to this page, all I did was go to products and click IC Lead Pages. Make sure you got that. But like I said, on your own time, make sure you come and click on every one of these so you're familiar with them. Alright? So I clicked on IC Lead Pages and this opens up. I told you what this is. It allows you to create websites and sales pages with no programming whatsoever. You don't have to know HTML, PHP, and all that complicated stuff. All you got to do is point and click. It's that cool. So just to show you, I'm going to click Create New Page. I'm sure so many of you guys have been to a site, right, where they, hey, enter your email address for a free 15% off coupon on your next purchase online, right? So all you got to do is enter your email address. Those pages are called capture pages or squeeze pages. We give you the opportunity to create the same type of deals for people, so you can collect their email addresses. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, yeah, Dwayne, I already know, but some folks don't already know this. So allow me to go ahead and dive in a bit deeper and make it a bit clearer for you. An email address is gold when it comes to marketing things online. Why, you may ask? Because once you have someone's email address, you then have the power to email them and send them marketing emails about your product, about your company, whenever you like for free. So instead of having to post a billboard up and you're paying for that billboard, you know, crazy prices, and you're hoping somebody drives down the highway, you got to pay some crazy price. With an email address, you can just send an email, and it's going right to the person's inbox whenever you send it. That's the power of an email. I'm sure you guys get marketing messages from all kind of places. NFL.com for my sports people. If you're big on fashion, I'm sure you get clothing companies emailing you about new sales. And of course, you open them. If it's got coupons, you open them and you use them. That's the power of an email address. And what IC Lead Pages does, I'm going to show you how it works. It's so cool, man. I'm going to come here and click on the opt-in page. Opt-in page is the same thing as a capture page, something that collects an email address. What this does, it allows you to create your own system that collects email addresses. Check this out. This is a template. In order to edit this page, to say what I want it to say, I don't need to know program. What do? I click it. Bang. Then what? I change this text. Watch this. You guys are going to crack up. I change this text to say whatever I want. Plus, watch this, guys. You guys hear all that? Plus 25% off your next. Oops, I can't. If I could type right, we'd be onto something, huh? on your next purchase. It's that easy, guys. Can you guys see how quickly I did that? Type in a number one. I know I talk fast. I got a funny accent. I lived all over the country. Just moved back from Colombia for 4 years. I sound weird. I realize that. Type in a number one if you can understand the power of what I'm talking about. I know we got some new people here, but you guys have got some sick products. It's important that you know what you're talking about if you plan on signing people up. So go ahead and type in number one if you're with me and you understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to unshare my screen just to make sure we're all on the same page. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Big Coop, no worries. That's what this is for. And Andrea Jordan, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad this is something you guys are into. But this is so important, guys. Andrea gets number one. Awesome. Love it. Angela, one. I'm seeing ones. I dig it. And I want to tell you guys why this kind of stuff, the new members and orientation, is so important. So important. When you guys do sign people up on your team, it's important that you require them. If they want to join your team, because you guys, if you want to be straight up with people, this is just how when I was in the networking business, this is how I would tell people. You want to join my team? Here's a couple things, a couple requirements I have if you're going to do that. My team, what do? We make money. We don't just make money, we make it fast by following a simple set of steps. Number one, you stay connected. You are on all calls. You will be on a new members orientation for at least 4 weeks in a row. Okay, if you want to be on my team. If not, here's what's going to happen if people don't, participate in webinars like you guys are doing. They're going to join, right? And they're not going to do anything. They're going to forget they even paid for it and complain that they're not making money when they're not investing the time to learn about what they have. So what you need to do is when you sign people up, you tell them up front, you can join. Yeah, you can join. Here's what I require. I need you to be on webinars when the company has them, at least 2 every week. And that's not asking for much, because you can tell them this. You open up a McDonald's, you open up a restaurant, you will live in that restaurant. From 9 to 5, you'll probably be working there. This is a business that has the opportunity to pay you much more than a restaurant. Do you guys realize this? I'm talking fast, but I want you to hear me. Do you realize by opening a McDonald's franchise, you can hope to be in profit? Hopefully. I mean, if you're working hard and you got some really good marketing schemes, you're at the right place, in the right street, you might be in the black by year 2. Might. So listen closely. With this business opportunity, you can be in profit mode in less than 7 days. So you make sure you're telling people, hey, you want to join my team? Be ready to invest the time that it's going to take, because my team, we're movers and shakers. We're not playing games. We're in it to help people and help them make money. But if that's not what you want, this may not be the right place for you. I ask that you be at least on 4 new member orientations for your first month. Each week we have them. Make sure your team is coming on. All right? I'm really hoping you guys are with me. I know I talk fast, I get really hyped up, but it's important you guys realize this. A leader doesn't go anywhere by themselves. I don't know if you heard me. A leader goes nowhere by themselves. Because if you think you're a leader and nobody's following you, you're not leading anything. You're just going for a walk. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna go to webinars, you make sure anybody's gonna join your team is required to be on webinars. All right? I'm trying to give you guys some nuggets. This is how you grow a sick, ridiculous team. Alfredo, you want to join these top earners in this company? Their teams are on. I'm sure a lot of you guys are on those teams. Their teams are on webinars. You make sure you're requiring people the same thing. I'm gonna continue. I know I got off on a tangent, but I don't want you guys to miss out on that. I'm gonna continue with the IC lead pages, but it's important you guys get this. Andrea Jordan. Okay. Thank you, Shanika. I appreciate helping. That's what we're here for. We're helping people out. Love to see this. Awesome. So yes, back on. I'm gonna share my screen again, and wait till you guys hear about one of my other favorite products that you guys are experiencing right now. You might not even know it. Watch this. You guys are experiencing this product right now, and you might not even know it. But I'm gonna move on to that next. I just want to show you one more thing with IC lead pages. I showed you the power of an email, but I'm not done yet. Let me share my screen again. There we go. You guys should be able to see my screen. So, done. You guys saw me change this text, right? You can make it say whatever you want. So if you guys want to collect an email address, so you can market someone Ingresso Cybernetico, there's a couple things you can do. You can say, hey, enter your email address below and get access to this free video. And you can have the button say, show me the video. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can also, if you have your own logo, there's so many options. You can create a logo for your own team name, you know? So if you have a team, you're going to start your own team. Let's say, Andrea, if you want to start your own team name, like a lot of these guys have teams like Easy Money Team, Dream Team, a whole bunch of teams in this company. But Andrea, you want to start your own team? You could call it the Freedom Fighters. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And you can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr with 2 R's, and have a logo created for $5, right? And you could upload that logo and have it appear right here. But there's an option. Let's say, hey, I'm really not into the whole logo thing. I just want to put this page up and be done with it. Look what you can do. You can hit the hide button, and look, it goes away. Show, hide. But that's not it. Let's say, hey, I want to show that, but this part, it says enter your email address below to see the free video. I don't think that's necessary. I can say that somewhere else. You can click hide or show. Just like anything else on this page. Let's say you don't like the button. Hide it. Hide it. So I just want to show you all the options, even down to this text right here. There's no programming, guys. This is just typing. This is just typing. So that's just the preview of IC lead pages. I can't go. We don't have enough time here for me to even begin to go through each thing. But I will tell you this much: we have webinars and videos. If you go into our training video section, which I'll show you, please pay close attention, guys. In the resources, go to training videos. You're gonna find videos. We've got some experts in IC lead pages, experts in Cybernetico Live, experts in all of our products that do videos and do webinars that we record, and you can go back and watch them so you can learn and go through all the steps while they're showing you how to use it. Check it out. Check it out. What I did, I went to resources, training videos. I clicked recorded webinars. Check this out. There's so much. Look at all these videos, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. If you look here, I'm going to give you an example. We have so many. I'm looking for one on IC lead pages to see if I can find one quickly. Look. IC training. IC pages after initial setup, part 2. There's so much you can do. All you have to do is play video. Look what happens when you click play video. You don't have to go anywhere. It's just going to play right there on the screen. It's that easy, folks. It's just a matter like, hey, are you willing to spend the time it takes to be successful? Are you willing to spend the time it takes to learn the products? That part's up to you. You know? I see Pages is here. How do I use it? This is the webinar you're probably going to want to use. If you're interested in more about IC Lead Pages, go to training videos, click recorded webinars, and scroll down till you find this one. It's here. How do I use it? Play video. Man, is this stuff cool. How many of you guys have ever watched a video in the training section? Type in a number 1 if you ever watched a video in that section. I'm just really curious. And if not, that's fine. I'm not here to get on anyone's case. But I'm just happy I can be the one to tell you that these videos exist on all kinds of stuff. Team building, you know, different strategies for marketing, how to get paid, how to maximize our compensation plan. We have a lot of valuable information back there. I just want to make sure you guys know that. So I'm going to move on from IC Lead Pages. Okay, Big Coop. Big Coop says, thanks for the nuggets, man. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, you're welcome. Ain't no thank to it. 30-day blueprint is very helpful. That's right, Shanika. Good call. 30-day blueprint is huge. Hey, Andrea. That's a great question. So we have these lead pages. Is that for us to use? No, that's for you. You can use that for whatever you want. If you wanted to create if you wanted to collect email addresses and you had a hair salon, you could use it for your hair salon. This could be used for whatever you want to do. There's no limits. We don't make you use it for Ingresso. This is your product. You own it, so you can use it for whatever you like. Shanika, yeah, 30-day blueprint, guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys are realizing this. We have so much to offer that if we even try, like, man, a lot of it's going to be up to you to go in and dive in. If you treat it like a hobby, you know, it's going to be cool and fun like a hobby, but it's going to pay you like a hobby. A hobby doesn't pay, you know, 6-figure income. No, a hobby ain't going to pay you like that. However, you treat it like a real business with the respect it deserves. Hear me out now. Treat it with the respect it deserves. It's going to pay you the amount of money you deserve to be paid. It's going to be up to you to be able to put in the time. I'm sure you open up a restaurant or a little corner store, you're going to be either doing whatever you can to make sure it's successful. Why not pay this the same exact respect? Because this will pay you 10 times more. Next, moving on. I know I have the worst case of ADD you may have ever encountered in your lifetime. Just a warning. When I go off on the stage, I'm gonna. Hey, Big Coop said I need that logo site again. I want to put this in for all you guys. Great question. This site isn't just for logos. This can be used for a multitude of things. But one of the many things that you can get from this site is a logo. Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com is a website where you can buy anything. Everything on the site is $5, including logos. You can also get marketing videos made for $5. You guys will be amazed the kind of stuff people do for $5. It'll cost you $5. You can get 3 logos done, I'm sure, for $5. Fiverr.com. I just put it right in there. I gotta move on. I don't have much time left. I'm gonna move on. I said I'm gonna do 3 products. I'm gonna do the next one will be bum 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 bum. There's so much cool things. I don't even know which one to show you guys. Since we're talking about the whole email thing, I'll show you this. When you log in, I'm going to talk about the autoresponder. All right? If you don't know what an autoresponder is, don't freak out. It sounds really technical and crazy complicated. It's not. I'm going to explain to everyone what an autoresponder is. If you already know what an autoresponder is, it's okay. Just bear with me. I'm not going to spend much time on it. But it's important that we know we're all starting from the same place. Here's what an autoresponder does, okay? I showed you guys what a capture page does. You know, it may offer someone a coupon in return for an email address. That is called a capture page or a sales page. Now, an autoresponder does this. As soon as somebody types in their email address, the autoresponder is what's going to send that person the scheduled message. The second they enter their email, it's going to trigger an auto response. It's going to an auto response message. So the person will be getting emails automatically without someone manually typing out a new email every day. Just like the big companies do, just like, you know, maybe ESPN. I'm only talking about what's in my inbox. I have no clue what kind of emails regular people get. So if you like to shop at Express or a jewelry store or whatever you're into, those messages that you get from these companies, no one's sitting there manually writing them just to you. I mean, the idea of that sounds great, I'm sure. I know we all want to be special, but unfortunately that's not the case. They have an autoresponder. So the capture page, what I was just talking to you guys about, works hand in hand with an autoresponder. So the second someone enters their email address into your capture page, that triggers auto response messages, hence the name autoresponder. So, for example, you go to Express, which is a clothing store, okay, express.com, and they offer you a 10% off coupon just for entering your email address. So you do it. You're like, hey, what the heck? I can use 10% off. You enter your email address. You're going to receive an auto response message probably within the next 5 minutes, if not the next day. But that's not going to be the last message. They probably have at least 25 emails scheduled to be sent to you randomly. So that's what an autoresponder does. It removes the work of, you know, handwriting emails to each single person that enters their email address. It's triggered automatically without any work from you. After you set up the autoresponder, these people receive messages from you, you know, marketing your product. That's Ingresso. People are receiving emails from you very, very frequently, therefore increasing the chance of them signing up with you. And this is all without your work and you sitting there typing up emails to each person. I mean, you could send out I send out thousands of emails with the click of one button, thanks to autoresponder. So you guys get this with Ingresso Cibernetico. I hope you guys understand what an autoresponder is now. But I want to show you how you can use the autoresponder you get as a member of Ingresso. You guys join. This is just something you get for being a member. One of the many, 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 many things. I can't stress that enough. We don't have enough time for me to jump in everything. But I'm going to talk about the autoresponder. To access the autoresponder, what do? I'm going to share my screen before I get going too fast and too far. 1 second. Share my screen. Bang. So, what do you do to access the autoresponder? Very easy. I told you guys where to access the products. The same place every single time. Products, down to autoresponder service. Now, when you click this button, another window will appear. You'll notice. I got a lot of stuff going on my internet, so you guys have to forgive my internet speed. Okay, here we are. This is magicresponder.com, and I'm in a test account. Magic Responder is our autoresponder service. We created this, and the name of it is Magic Responder. If you look down at the bottom, you'll see it says, it used to say powered by Ingresso, but it does not say that anymore, which is fine. That's not a big deal. It says copyrights D. Golden and Associates, which is the CEO's company. That's fine. Anyways, but I just wanted to say that to let you know this is our autoresponder that you guys get. Just by clicking autoresponder service, it's going to log you into your account. We don't have to go through any account creation process. And from here, it's easy. You'll notice we have videos. You'll see welcome video message that explain what it's all about, what you do. So what you do, you come here to autoresponder, click that. And you can see I have a few of them that I've done. These are all tests. What you do is you can come, you add messages. Let me show you just an example. I'm clicking too fast. Forgive me, guys. Manage messages. Bum, 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 bum. And I'm going to click Manage Autoresponder Messages just so I can show you how it all works. It's pretty cool. So you'll notice I have about, I think it's 7 of those messages here. And these are all messages that if somebody enters their name or email address in my website, they'll get, you know, all of these messages. And what you do is, you see where it says interval? You can have it go out one day, which you would type in the 1 if you want to go out one day after they send their email, after they enter their email. Type in number 3 for 3 days, and so on. 5 for 5 days after they enter the email address. And you want to split it up. You don't want somebody getting an email message from you every day, or they're gonna, report you as spam. You don't want to spam people. So you send one every couple days, every 3 days, a couple times a week. And it allows you to do the intervals like that. For more information on how to set this up, just for the sake of time, you're going to have to do your own homework. I know you're like, oh, I haven't had to do homework since college or since high school. But this is a business, isn't it? I'm going to lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. All right? Here's what you do. You're going to go to training videos. Some of you guys will do this. Some of you guys know that this is what it takes. So I know some of you guys, have what it takes, have the hustle to go ahead and do your homework and watch this video so you can learn how to set this kind of stuff up. Other you will listen to it and decide, hey, this isn't for me. I'm not going to do the autoresponder thing, and that's fine. No judgment. But for those of you hustlers that are on tonight, hey, I got a homework assignment for you, and you better enjoy it because that's what hustlers do. Look at this. Autoresponder 101. Setting up your autoresponder. We've got it all here for you, folks. There's no excuses because we do it. Magic Responder special feature. I'm telling you, man, it's so much stuff that you can learn here. Autoresponder etiquette. Keeping Magic Responder in the inbox. I'm telling you, go to the training videos. You guys will be surprised. Andrea says, are the days not preset? No, you determine what the days are going to be as far as the intervals, if that's what you're asking me about. I'm going to create a message just to show you how it works. Okay. Message 25% off. This is just random. This is not something real. Go to my site right now. Buy everything. That's what you want them to do, isn't it? I'm joking, guys. But you would write a message in there, obviously, with a cool headline. But here's where you'd say, you would enter the interval. It says that you would enter the number of day or days after the user has opted in. Opted in means after they've entered their email address. So you would want to split that up. So if you have 7 emails, you split those days up. So 1 day after could be the first one. 5 days after could be the second. 7 after after the second. 10, 15. You want to split it up. On how many days after the user opted in? That's how you want to split those emails up. Hope that helps answer your question. Yes, you have to set up your autoresponder because no one can set up your messages for you. Actually, that's not true. I believe. Let me double check, see if this is available for you guys yet. Because if it is, you guys are. It got something cool for you. 1 second. Bum 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 bum. No, at this point you do have to set up your own autoresponder, but in the future we will have a service that will, do it for you, but it will cost you. I recommend you do the homework and do it yourself. You have the tools in front of you. It's going to be up to you to use them. However, if you feel like your time is spent doing something else in the future, we will have something called the Prodigy Bar, and this Prodigy Bar staff will do a lot of the capture page setup, autoresponder service setup for a price. I think it's $99. I'm not sure, but if you're new to this, I recommend you learning yourself and then determining after you've learned if you want to have somebody else do it for you. But you guys got the tools. I showed you the training video section where you can do it yourself. But for now, I've got to move on. Great question. Hey, Andrea, you're asking some great questions. I got to give you plenty credit. You guys are all awesome. That's a great question. Last product I want to show you is what you guys are on right now. Watch this. The way you guys are viewing this webinar is because of a system we had developed by our stellar, top-notch, best-in-the-world programming team. It's called Cybernetica Live. That's how you're watching this webinar right now. It's being hosted by our own webinar system. So what you guys can do, you guys can host your own webinars to train your team. Or, let's say, hey, you want to sign, 10 people up in one day. You post an ad in Facebook, say, hey, be at this webinar tonight at 9 o'clock. And you present the whole thing all using our webinar system. So what you would do, go to products, and then click online webinar platform and see what happens. It's going to log you in to Cybernetico Live, the name of our webinar platform. This thing is so cool. As you can see, you can share your screen. People can see your face. So many different options. You can go through a whole PowerPoint presentation in this thing and use it to sign people up in Ingresso. One of the many, many, many very, very cool things we offer here. And we have videos to walk you through the whole thing. All right?
Hello and welcome to your Cybernetico Live back office.
See? A lot of cool things we have here. So if you guys want to do your own webinars, I recommend you do it. This is where you go. You just go to products, as always, go to products, and then go to online webinar platform. That's yours. You guys, as a member of Ingresso, this is what you get, depending on what level you came in. All right? So, for those of you asking, I know nothing about Cybernetico Live, how would I set that up? It's going to be a common answer to pretty much every question you have. And the answer to every question, pretty much every question you have right now, is going to be in the training video section. Answered in full, in detail. In great detail. Check this out. Recorded webinars. Cybernetico Live Advanced Overview. Cybernetico Live Launch Update. So many things here for you guys so you can learn how to use the system. Leader trainings. We've got all kind of stuff, man. Final system videos. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know it's getting late. Anyways, you guys have been great. I will take a couple questions before we sign off there. But I just want to, obviously stress again, it's going to be up to you guys to take that initiative it takes. All right, there we go. Okay. Can we test site by opting into them ourselves? Yeah, of course. Great question, Andrea. Yep, you can. Next question. You do not have to have a camera to be connected. No, you don't. You do not have to have a camera whatsoever. Great question. For example, I'll turn my camera off right now. No, you can just use like a picture of yourself. You don't have to have a camera whatsoever. Great question, Terry. Very good question. Any other questions before we wrap up here? Remember to use the training video section, guys. I can't say that enough. And also remember, have requirements when you have people join your team. Require them to be on the webinars. So they're not just depending only on you. The company as well. They're growing themselves just like you are. No, you don't need a webcam. Great question. You do not need a webcam because it just doesn't require a camera whatsoever. As you can see right now, I'm not displaying any camera. It's just showing my picture. So you don't need a webcam. Good question. If you want one, it works, obviously, as you guys saw. Doesn't look like we have any more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. You guys have been great. Like I said, stay connected. Continue to open all the emails. My name is Dwayne Golden Jr. Have a great night.